because my scene is 200 frames, I set it to 200 frames. But depending on your simulation and the speed, you may have to go in later on and change the length of your timeline because the simulation may not, finish in the allotted 100 frames. So just keep that in mind, that your viewport or your timeline equals the timing here in your reactor settings. The default here for now is good, where you want to create one frame per, or one key per frame, sorry. Sub-steps of 10, I'll get into that in a bit, and your time scale 1. So what we want to do now is we're going to go into properties. And this is where you give all your objects weight and mass. You can change its elasticity value, its friction. Yes, what we do in order to get these to show up is we're going to... Okay, now I'm going to select all of these bricks here, all these boxes, and just for simplicity's sake, I've given them a mass of 15 kilograms, an elasticity value of 0.1, a friction value of 0.25. This is going to mean when this underlying box here that's already animated, there's going to be some friction between this bottom row of bricks, well, all the bricks actually, in this box. So as it slides, the friction is going to drag those boxes slightly back and forth as it moves. We want to keep all of these values unchecked. Simulation geometry. For this here, this gets a little bit tricky depending on what you're doing. For this simulation, we could just use a bounding box. And what this essentially does is it puts an imaginary, well, not imaginary, but a bounding box around the geometry to use in the collision instead of using the actual mesh. So since these are